Good afternoon. I'm Harry Harhai, Superintendent of the Centennial School District. I'm very proud to welcome you to the commencement exercises of the William Tennent High School class of 1990. The Centennial School Board is very pleased to share this event with you and wishes to thank you for your continued support of the Centennial Schools. We join in wishing the graduates of the class of 1990 success and happiness in all of their endeavors. And now I would like to introduce Mr. Kenneth Castle, Principal of William Tennent High School.
On behalf of the faculty and administrators of William Tennent High School, I welcome you to our 35th annual commencement exercises for the class of 1990. This is a wonderful and important day for our young men and women and their families because today they complete more than 14,000 hours of education in our school district. Several weeks ago, I had the honor of attending a ceremony to honor the man after whom this school is named, the Reverend William Tennent. Reverend William Tennent was one of the prime movers in the early colonial period for the importance of education to our country. It is in the spirit of William Tennent that our faculty and administrators have been working over the years to provide the very best education to your young men and women. Now I invite you to sit back and enjoy this wonderful occasion as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 1990.
The Centennial School District and the class of 1990 invite you to join in a joyous tradition and celebration. Live from Warminster, the 35th annual commencement exercises of the William Tennent High School.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the auditorium of William Tennent High School. We're here today to see the 35th annual commencement of the class of 1990. We have approximately 2,000 people here to witness a graduation of a class in size of 461. Rita, do you think that we have 461 excited people outside right now?
Oh, I would say so. I've been excited for weeks, and their parents are here, and we want to wish them all congratulations. They have a wonderful class. I think they're going to really have a wonderful afternoon. And the auditorium just looks perfect. It's just all set for a festive time.
Yes, okay, yes, and we certainly congratulate all the parents and the graduates, and sit back and enjoy the 35th commencement of William Tennent High School. maneuvers you'll ever see almost 500 people do. I don't know if you can see it at home, but the students do a double crisscross across the front here. And it looks like total mayhem, but cross your fingers, we've always been able to do it correctly.
William Tennent High School Band is under the direction of Mr. Joseph Lovecchio. He's director of bands at William Tennent. And the music is really, really very good today, I think.
Yes, this is the Wind Ensemble, I think, the group that they call the Wind Ensemble. Of course, many of those musicians play for several musical groups in the school. We have some students coming right past us now. There's Jeremy Bushnell. Say hello to him.
Noah's greeting us as they pass by. We try to keep those mortarboards straight, but they put them on in their own fashion. What was last year's? Uh-oh, there goes some with the tears already. Oh, this is
by the seniors this year were asked before this broadcast to comment on the highlights of their last year here. So, ladies and gentlemen, here are the officers of William Tennent High School's graduating class of 1990 to tell you about some of their favorite memories of their last year here at William Tennent.
An event that will always stick in my mind is one that happened at a class meeting. At class meetings, I'd say the pledge and then I introduced the next speaker. After I introduced Scott Petronio, he got up and he started, instead of talking, he started laughing. With this laughter, the whole auditorium erupted, and he ended up not wanting to speak in front of public ever again.
One of my more memorable moments during my senior year was when we were all working in the concession stand, and CB East, their band members were in line and they were being really obnoxious to us. And we were starting to run out of soda, so all the uncarbonated warm syrup was in this pail. So I picked up the pail and poured it into the cups and auctioned it off to them. I got $1.20 for one cup, I remember. It was a good day.
I think the thing I remember most about my senior year is a time where my homeroom, which is right next to Mr. Riggy's office, had powder-covered donuts. And we didn't really do a good job of cleaning up, so we had white lines all through Tennent. But we think the reason that they took that privilege away is because we didn't share with the administration.
One of my most memorable events of my senior year would have to be the successful Tennent Pep Rally first period. The whole class was asleep until the junior girls attempted to attack the senior girls' powder puff team. Finally, everybody woke up.
My most memorable experience was the time when we all went to the school board meeting, the class officers, and Tom, our president, had to make a statement in front of the school board about our school. And he had to think of a real good word to end his sentence, and he couldn't think of one, so Anne-Marie whispered, "Enthusiasm." And then the whole school board heard, and then we all laughed, and we went out for ice cream. I didn't like that.
Will you please remain standing after the invocation for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem? Rabbi Novoseller.
Dear God, who is not only in the heavens above, but within whom all of the universe resides, we seek thy blessing upon this gathering that is met for prayer. For we pray not only by the murmur of our lips and the whisper of our hearts, but we pray also
by the manner in which we conduct our vocations and choose our avocations. Gathered here are those whose lives have enriched or have been enriched through one of the noblest of purposes, the enhancement of society through the elevation of the mind. May these, the graduates of the revered William Tennent High School, under the inspired guidance of Kenneth Castle, emulate in their daily pursuits the fervor, piety, and zeal for the righteousness of knowledge which they have found in these hallowed halls. May no one of these blessed graduates ever have a conviction crippled, nor an emotion stifled, but may we all always blend the best that we possess with the best that we encounter. May these halls of learning never be desecrated by stimulating the vainglory of the intellect, by permitting knowledge to be imparted without the passion for its righteous use. May these promising men and women lead us to a time when no one will ever have to take up the wanderer's staff, so that all of our population may have shelter and serenity, dwelling in their homes, secure and unafraid, able to add honor, virtue, and public service to our society, always blending the finest in our heritage with the best in our environment, living full, happy, and beautiful lives. We pray for these men and women as they become the leaders of labor, industry, and commerce, pathfinders in science, education, and government, pioneers in all lofty and useful endeavors. When they have in their hands the safety and welfare of human beings, may they realize the sacredness of their trust and be guarded from temptation, corruption, and greed. May they be trusted for their loyalty, respected for their dignity, esteemed for their traditions, valued for their aspirations, and emulated for their accomplishments, so that wherever they reside, their neighbors, relatives, and friends will point and say, because of them, our community is blessed by the Lord. Amen.
Well, class of 1990, for the very last time, will everyone please join me in the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I would like to call back to the podium a gentleman who has given much service to William Tennent High School through his many appearances at our graduation. The type of gentleman that, despite it never matters when I call him, the answer is always yes. Rabbi Maurice Novoseller has appeared as a guest at our graduation no less than 5 or 6 times. And Rabbi Novoseller, would you please come forward at this time? To thank him, I want to present him with this plaque from the school, and it reads, presented to Rabbi Maurice Novoseller, Congregation Beth Chaim, unofficial chaplain of William Tennent High School, for dedicated service to our school, June 8, 1990.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Would that I really deserved it, but, sir, you really chose well.
Thank you. Let me take this off. Members of the Centennial Board of School Directors, Mrs. Jankowski, Mr. Harhai, faculty, members of the class of 1990, honored guests, parents, and friends. On behalf of the faculty and administration of William Tennent High School, I welcome you to this, our 35th commencement ceremony. Today is the 11th time that I have stood before a graduating class as the principal of William Tennent High School, and I want all of you to know how extremely proud I am of this school and how proud I am of each one of these graduates and all of their accomplishments. You are the 35th class to graduate from our school, but you are the first class of a new decade. As this new decade begins, and as you begin your future, whether at college or in a career, I want to extend to you my sincere best wishes for success in all that you do. However, I want you to know that I do not wish for you the type of success which has become so popular in our society. Success, as it is often defined in this day, is really a cancer in our society, and as cancer destroys the body, the popular notion of success is destroying our society. And what do I mean? In today's culture, success is most often defined in terms of things, material possessions. The successful person is the wealthy person, the owner of an expensive automobile, the possessor of a $500,000 home, and a place at the shore. In short, the successful person has it all. This is the image of success which corporate America has given us in its lust to capture your money. This is the image of success we see daily in the media and in commercials. Many of you are probably thinking, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with wanting to be rich? What is the harm in having an expensive car and expensive things? Well, I will admit that being rich in and of itself is not wrong. What is wrong is defining your success in life in terms of what you are able to accumulate in material possessions. The Bible tells us that the root of all evil is the love of money. So you say, what would you rather have us have as our goal in life, Mr. Castle? What would you prefer to be the standard for our success in life? What I want for each of you is that you be able, on the day that you die, to look back upon your life and be able to measure your success in the terms of the people that you have loved by giving to them all that you have to offer, in terms of giving to less fortunate people, in terms of friends whose lives you have enriched through your friendship, in terms of children you have raised to be gentle and respectful of themselves and others, and in terms of the sacrifices you made so that others could gain. The bottom line here is that real success is measured in terms of the kind of person you are, not by what you possess. And what does this mean for you? What this means is that when you reassemble with your classmates in the year 2015 for your 25th class reunion, if you are a doctor or a lawyer, you should be able to report to your classmates that you are famous for the caring way you treat your patients and clients, and for your competence and your ethics. If you are a teacher, you should be able to report to your classmates that your students love you for the way that you love them every day. If you are a business person, you should be able to report that you are known foremost for your honesty and integrity in all that you do. If you are a parent, you should be able to point with pride to the loving, respectful, and unselfish children you have raised. Can you imagine the kind of world you and I would have to live in if everyone were to measure his or her success in terms of these personal qualities rather than what they own? Can you imagine a world without war? A world without poverty? without prejudice and bigotry, without crime and without homelessness. That is the world that I want so badly for you. But this world will never become a reality unless every graduate in this class, and in every class graduating across the land, and every person in this room today takes as his or her personal creed this new definition of success. In closing, I wish you success. I wish you wisdom to know right from wrong. I wish you the ability to sustain yourself when temptations and obstacles enter your path. I wish you the ability to sacrifice your own wants for another person who has needs. I wish you marriages that last. I wish for you good health. And if there are times when your health fails, I wish you the strength and the grace to bear your pain with dignity. And I wish you that peace that comes when you hear the words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Thank you.
Well, certainly we made our position clear there against materialism, towards serving others, and developing one's personal.
Now, parents and guests, will you please join me with another round of applause in congratulating these fine young men and women, our pride of William Tennent High School, the class of 1990. Before we proceed with the ceremony, I would be remiss if I didn't call out the names of some people who must be thanked, because there are some of us who appear on the stage each year at the graduation, and there are others who do so much to make it work and who are not recognized. So I want to give my personal thanks to Mr. Peter Riggy, who is our 12th grade principal, who has organized this ceremony and watched over this class throughout the year. His two colleagues, assistant principals Mike Devitt and Mike Masco, both working behind the scenes. Guidance director Ed Geiger, senior class advisor Suzanne Lockery, my wife who puts up with me through all of this. AV coordinator, that's all right. AV coordinator Ed Calhoun up in the booth, Al Freese and his printers, the entire William Tennent faculty, and of course our friends, the maintenance and custodial staff. Now, I am pleased to introduce to you our Director of Guidance, Mr. Edwin Geiger, who will preside over the granting of awards. Mr. Geiger.
Edwin Geiger is completing his 4th year as Director of Guidance here at William Tennent. He served, I think,
Thank you very much, Mr. Castle. The following members of the class of 1990 have won scholarships. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing until the conclusion of this roll call. Raj Amin, Centennial Community Scholarship, Wake Forest University. Jeffrey Augustin, Leadership Scholarship, Bible College, Philadelphia College of Bible. Matthew Austin, Academic Scholarship, Albright College. Deborah I, Gordon Phillips Scholarship. Jeffrey Banowitz, Centennial Community Scholarship, Northwestern University. Bradford Beck, Hushin Art Program Scholarship, Hushin School of Art. Lori Bilecki, Bucks County Community College Scholarship. Catherine Brannon, School of Education, Health, Nursing, and Arts Profession Scholarship, and also Centennial Singer Scholarship, New York University. David Bromley, Athletic Scholarship to the University of Charleston. Anne Marie Bubeck, the Anna M. Vinson Scholarship, Philadelphia College of Pharmacy and Science. Christopher Cassidy, Athletic Scholarship to Lock Haven University. Jennifer Sicola, Catherine G. Ryan Scholarship, Westchester University. Stephen Cleff, University Scholarship, Syracuse University. Patrick Cody, Warminster Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Centennial Community Scholarship, Bucknell University. Thomas Gornish, Bucks County Police Association Scholarship, Westchester University. Stacy Cummings, Navy Officers Wives Club Scholarship, Penn State University. Peter DePietro, Centennial Community Scholarship, Penn State University. Rebecca Endos, Ann Bubeck Nursing Scholarship, Southampton Estate Scholarship, Bloomsburg University. Michelle Fisher, Class of 1978 Scholarship, Millersville University. Elizabeth Gardner, Academic Scholarship, Centennial Community Scholarship, Centennial Education Association Scholarship, Ithaca College. Christine Glatt, Central Bucks Chamber of Commerce Engineering Scholarship, University of Delaware. Anika Hawkins, Academic Scholarship, Spelman College. Andrea Hofflick, Southampton Lions Club Scholarship, Centennial Community Scholarship, Rutgers University. Jennifer Hughes, Class of 1981 Scholarship, Ithaca College. Daniel Hutta, Centennial Community Scholarship, Bucknell University. Jennifer Ingerto, Academic Scholarship, Muhlenberg University. Cynthia J., Warminster Police Benevolent Association Scholarship, Temple University. Jonathan Kaler, Dean's Scholarship, Messiah College. Mark Kajeski, Academic Scholarship to Webb Institute of Naval Architecture. Jamie Kirby, Bucks County Community College Scholarship. Hillary Kruger, Kiwanis Club of Southampton Scholarship, Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Carolyn Lang, Warminster Rotary Club Scholarship, Penn State University. Margaret Lemrow, Willow Grove Officers Wives Club Scholarship, Academic Scholarship, Russell Sage College. Trevor Lorbeer, Centennial Community Scholarship, Rensselaer Institute. Gregory Luce, Warminster Kiwanis Club Scholarship, Shippensburg University. Anne Marie Lukens, Southampton Square Club Scholarship, Ursinus College. William Marks, Army ROTC Scholarship, Penn State University. Kevin McKenney, CHI Scholarship, CHI Institute. Sharon Messina, Empire Beauty School Scholarship. Jill Meininger, Junior Women's Club of Southampton Scholarship, Temple University. Michelle Molyneux, Academic Scholarship and the John O. Dannenberg Memorial Scholarship, Boston University. Stephen Murphy, Willow Grove Officer Wives Club Scholarship, Millersville University. Susan Odeman, Activities Scholarship, Penn State University. William O'Neill, Academic Scholarship, Syracuse University. Christopher Orr, Honors Scholarship, Penn State University. Jennifer Orhowski, Board of Directors Scholarship, Centennial Community Scholarship, Ursinus College. Lysandra Otero, Cynthia Slemmer Tanner Scholarship, Bucks County Community College. Laura Overberger, Centennial Education Association Scholarship, Millersville University. Stacy Promish, Academic Scholarship, Philadelphia College of Textile and Science. Jennifer Redding, Cynthia Slemmer, Tanner Scholarship, the Catherine Gibbs School. Stuart Richmond, Steuben Lodge Scholarship and Golden Slipper Scholarship, Penn State University. Tracy Rodriguez, Academically Talented Scholarship, Westchester University. Patricia Sammer, Bucks County Community College Scholarship. Sam Sanka, Bomberg Scholarship, Ursinus College. Cora Shapani, Junior Women's Club of Southampton Award, Millersville University. Evan Settle, Leadership and Bible Merit Scholarship to the Philadelphia College of Bible. Rima Shaw, the Getz Family Scholarship, the University of Pennsylvania. Robin Stewart, Academic Scholarship to the University of Miami. Kevin Swanson, Academic Scholarship to Boston University. Daniel Warren, Betts Laboratory Scholarship, and also the Warminster Rotary Club Scholarship, Carnegie Mellon University. Thomas Webster, Greater Warminster Chamber of Commerce Scholarship, the University of Pittsburgh. David Zelikoff, Class of 1979 Scholarship, Trenton State College, and Stephen Zug, Centennial Community Scholarship, Bucknell University. Congratulations. Will the following students please come to the stage? Patrick W. Cody and Trevor W. Lorbear. Please come to the stage. The valedictorian of the class of 1990. The valedictorian is that senior student who has achieved the highest cumulative grade point average while in attendance at William Tennent High School. The valedictorian of the class of 1990 is Patrick W. Cody.
And we can certainly vouch for the fact that Pat Cody was one of the scholars, a very all-round student. I believe he was a student of German, did very well with that.
Absolutely, a very fine young man.
Honors English.
Very exemplary of a William Tennent student.
Salutatorian of the class of 1990. The salutatorian is that senior student who has achieved the second highest cumulative grade point average while in attendance at William Tennent High School. The salutatorian of the class of 1990 is Trevor W. Lorbear.
Trevor Lorbear, more on the technical side of things, quite a science student and a math student. Won the math award, I know, and several other awards. He's going to Rensselaer Polytechnic next year.
The Fred J. Stackpole Award. The Fred J. Stackpole Awards are given to the two students achieving the highest scholastic average during their 4 years in high school. These awards are presented to Patrick W. Cody and Trevor W. Lorbear.
Mr. Stackpole was a member of the board when I first started at William Tennent. He would be very proud of this choice.
Following students, please come forward. Jennifer S. Orhowski, Stephen J. Zug, Raj R. Amin, Jeffrey M. Banowitz, Peter J. DePietro, Daniel A. Hutta, Andrea Hofflick, Elizabeth C. Gardner, Rima Shaw, Kevin W. Swanson, Daniel S. Warren, William E. Marks, Christopher P. Orr, Julie Openshaw, Robert C. Masters, Christine M. Glatt, Carolyn H. Lang, James A. Milligan, Christine Ann Darling, Michelle L. Molyneux, Anika R. Hawkins, Gregory D. Marhefka, and Robert W. Pence.
These are the William Tennent Scholars, the top 25.
William Tennent Scholars. The William Tennent Scholars are those senior students who have distinguished themselves by obtaining high cumulative grade point averages while in attendance at William Tennent High School. The William Tennent Scholars for 1990 are Jennifer S. Orhowski,
Jennifer's going to Ursinus, and she's a very good French student. I had her this year.
Stephen J. Zug.
Steve Zug was the president of the National Honor Society this year.
Raj R. Amin.
Raj was quite an athlete, I know. He played baseball. And,
Yes, and he
in addition-
received a very special award from Mrs. Calmanor for Spanish. This was in memory of the
Peter J. DePietro.
young man that, one of the young men that died.
Daniel A. Hutta.
He was a fine young man, a very, very outstanding student.
Sang with the Madrigals, I believe.
Yes.
Andrea Hoffman.
Pleasant personality.
Andrea was our homecoming queen and worked with C-SPAN, the local, our school TV news show.
Elizabeth C. Gardner.
Elizabeth received the medal for foreign languages this year. We're very proud of her. She's a student of Spanish.
Rima Shaw.
Rima was in our student mentor program where they help other students to do
Kevin
those
W. Swanson.
Quite an actor, Kevin.
Daniel S. Warren.
And Dan Warren, quite an athlete, a scholar, very interested in science.
And the son of one of our former colleagues, right?
That's correct.
In fact, I taught him. A very fine young man.
William E. Marks.
Every one of these students is really outstanding. We have a wonderful class here.
Christopher P. Orr.
Chris Orr was on the chess team, the future business.
Julie
played
Openshaw.
tennis. Julie Openshaw, another actress of some note, winner of our English award.
Be studying at Oxford
Yes, that's
next
right,
year.
Yes. Back to Oxford. She's from Oxfordshire.
Robert C. Masters.
Rob Masters was on the bowling team. And quite a scholar. I had the young man for 3 years. He's also quite a singer.
Christine M. Klatt.
Yes, he went to Europe, I think, when they went to
Let's.
Paris.
Yes.
so. Christine Glad is quite an athlete.
Carolyn H. Lang.
Carolyn Lang was the treasurer of the senior class, was an officer of the National Honor Society, I
Yes,
believe.
and
Cheerleader.
student of the month. She's
Student of the month, that's right. Just
very
this month.
pleasant young lady.
James A. Milligan.
Well, I hate to admit this, but I taught Jim's father. It's getting to be that time, JD.
Not for me yet. Not for me.
Christy A. Darling.
Christy was a member of the National Honor Society and also a member of the band, I believe. Did a lot of traveling with the
Michelle L. Melano.
I don't know whether we mentioned that the gold tassels signify members of the National Honor Society.
Yes, that's true.
Nika R. Hawkins.
Another actress of note.
Gregory D. Marhefka.
Greg Marhefka ran track, was a member of student government.
And Robert W. Pence.
And this is one of your...
Oh, yeah, Bob Pence, my student this year.
Okay.
One of our computer friends and very active
I saved
with
the last.
Environmental Club.
The best for last. And we have Peter J. Jeffrey Michael Banowitz. I'm sorry.
Is this Jeff Benowitz, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, he's a very, very
Congratulations.
fine
Thank
young
you.
man.
You may see students wearing other medals tonight, the various department awards. The ribbons are different colors. Again, an attempt to put a lot of color into the event. We'll have a number of people wearing 2 or 3 medals, I guess.
Will the following
Yes.
students please come forward? Daniel S. Warren, Carolyn H. Lang, Waleska LeBron, and Stephen A. Pinty.
These will be the very special awards, often coming in memory of a student or from a community group. That's what's very nice about our graduation. We include the community in almost everything we do.
The Outstanding Senior Awards. Each year, the school presents an award to that senior boy and senior girl who are judged by the faculty to be the most outstanding in the following aspects of student life: scholastic achievement, participation in co-curricular activities, class activities, and service to the school. This represents one of the highest awards which this school can present. It gives us a great deal of pleasure, therefore, to announce that this award is granted to Daniel S. Warren, and Carol H. Lang. The Vocational Education Award. The Vocational Education Award is given to the two seniors who have achieved the highest grade averages in their courses of study at the Middle Bucks Area Vocational Technical School, who have exhibited outstanding respect for their fellow students and teachers, and who have demonstrated a proper appreciation for the materials and equipment of their chosen occupation. The awards this year are presented to Waleska LeBron and Stephen A. Pinty. Will the following students please come forward? Linda M. Swartz and Jason S. Ruth. The Edmund G. Kruger Award, a United States savings bond is in memory of Edmund G. Kruger, is presented to that senior who has best demonstrated by their achievement, work habits, and personal characteristics to have established the most outstanding overall record in a special program. The award is presented to Linda M. Swartz.
Linda was a member of our co-op program here at the school. Very busy young lady.
Captain Thomas C. Carr Award, a United States savings bond, is awarded in memory of Captain Thomas C. Carr, United States Air Force, class of 1957, to that senior who exemplifies courage and dedication in all aspects of school life, particularly in the area of track and field athletics. The recipient has demonstrated both the need and desire to devote the scholarship to advancement in higher education. This year's recipient is Jason S. Ruth.
In addition to running track and cross country, Jason was also one of the captains for the Black and White Ninth, our all-school competition in March.
Will the following students please come to the stage? William J. O'Neill, Christine M. Klatt, Andrea Hofflick, and also Jeffrey M. Banowitz. Carl Dilger Award, a United States savings bond in memory of Carl Dilger, is awarded to the football player who exemplifies the qualities of character, sportsmanship, scholarship, and dedication. This year's recipient is William J. O'Neill.
I'd like to point out that Bill is quite a scholar, good student, good listener, good reader, member of the computer club.
Scott Michael Acker Scholarship, a scholarship award given annually in memory of Scott Michael Acker, class of 1970, to help provide a member of the graduating class with the opportunity to pursue a post-high school education. The recipient is selected on the basis of scholastic promise and contributions to the William Tennent High School in the area of co-curricular activities. The award is presented to Christine M. Klatt.
Christine was a basketball player, a member of the National Honor Society, and one of the generals of Black and White Night.
Claude W. Lodge Award. The Claude W. Lodge Award is presented by the school in memory of Claude Lodge, many years of dedicated service to the school and community, and his leadership in activities. The award honors a boy and a girl in the graduating class who have demonstrated a high degree of social awareness, scholarship service, and excellence in athletics. The Claude W. Lodge Award is presented to Jeffrey M. Banowitz and Andrea Hofflick.
Mr. Lodge was one of the principals here, and the field is named after him, and he would have been very proud with the choice of our students today.
Will the following students come to the stage? Matthew S. Austin, Michelle A. Fisher, and Keith W. McCarthy. The Albert D. Bates Scholarship. A scholarship award is given annually in memory of Albert D. Bates, class of 1971, to a member of the graduating class who has the opportunity to pursue a post-high school education. The recipient is selected on the basis of personal character, demonstrated financial need, and promise of success in the medical field. The award is presented this year to Matthew S. Austin.
Matthew was also a swimmer for William Tennent.
Glenn Sokol Scholarship. A United States savings bond is awarded to a senior who exemplifies academic excellence and who has a particular interest in pursuing a career in ecology, environmental studies, or conservation. This year's recipient is Michelle A. Fisher.
Michelle read our daily announcements on the PA, is very active in our environmental group. Also
The Patrick A. McNulty Award. This award is granted annually in memory of Patrick A. McNulty, class of 1980, to a senior football player. The recipient is selected on the basis of scholarship, character, dedication, and sportsmanship. The award is to be used to pursue advancement in higher education. The award is given to Keith W. McCarthy.
Keith was on the football team at William Tennent and also did some wrestling.
Following students, please come to the stage. Hillary F. Kruger, Jonathan M. Finnegan, and Matthew S. Austin. Come right back, Austin.
You remember that Matt's dad was the band leader for many, many years, David Austin.
Yes, and we saw David earlier.
Yeah, very happy.
Happy that he's not leading the orchestra.
The Albert
That's hard work.
H. Rice Memorial Scholarship. A scholarship stipend in memory of Albert J. Rice, William Tennent teacher, coach, and Key Club advisor from 1956 to 1982, is awarded to that graduating senior who has followed Mr. Rice's example of continually contributing to the students, the Key Club, and the community. The recipient is selected on the basis of financial need for distinguishing himself or herself through commitment to the school and the Key Club, and for notable efforts and accomplishments in community service. The award is presented to Hillary F. Kruger.
Hillary was president of the Key Club this year. Also worked at the mock trial competition.
Brian Ball Scholarship, class of 1986. The Brian Ball Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a male graduating senior who will major in engineering or a related field in science. Preference is given to a senior who will matriculate at Drexel University. This year's recipient is Jonathan M. Finnegan.
John was on the chess team and also a writer for the school.
Morris Richard Friedberg, Marty Memorial Scholarship, class of 1986. This memorial scholarship is awarded to a male graduating senior who has been accepted to a four-year college and who demonstrates scholastic promise. The student has demonstrated service to the school and community and a need for financial assistance. The award is presented to Matthew S. Austin.
A very nice young man, isn't he?
And a swimmer.
Following students, please come to the stage. William H. Strobel and Ann L. Manicelli.
And Menicelli is going to major in French. She was one of my students in the AP program. She's very, very talented.
I believe she's also a member of the track team.
Oh, that's right. Yes, she is.
But our heart is for French students, I believe.
No,
The Andrew Dryberg Memorial Award. The Andrew Dryberg Award in memory of Andrew Dryberg, William Tennent class of 1981, is given annually to a graduating senior who has excelled in the study of computer science while at William Tennent and who has been accepted for further study in the field of computers at a post-secondary institution. The award, a United States savings bond, is presented to William H. Strobel.
In addition to his academic accomplishments, William was also a member of the tennis team.
The Joseph A. Albano Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior at William Tennent High School who has been accepted at and will matriculate in a program of teacher education at a four-year college or university and who exemplifies the qualities desired in a teacher: scholarship, high moral character, and dedication to others. This scholarship honors the memory of Joseph A. Albano, teacher, principal, and business administrator in the Centennial School District for 31 years. This year's recipient is Ann L. Menicelli.
And had a very nice accent, as I recall. That was in your
Yes, excellent.
This concludes this portion of the program. Congratulations to the members of the class of 1990. Best wishes to the members of the class of 1990.
At this time, Thomas Webster, the president of the class of 1990, will offer his parting words to the class. Mr. Webster.
Welcome, class of 1990, parents, relatives, faculty, and school board members to the 35th annual graduation ceremony. When faced with the challenge of giving a speech in front of my peers and others whom I respect, I searched hard to find the right words for this special occasion. My speech could be composed of many subjects. I could speak of Tennent's extracurricular activities and those that helped them become such a success. I could speak of teachers here at Tennent who have influenced our lives forever. And most of all, I could speak of our wonderful parents and how they have encouraged us through these years. Although all these are true and deserve our gratitude and recognition, I would rather like to share this meaningful proverb with you. Everything must have a beginning, but not everything has an end. In many of life's greatest moments, mixed emotions are prevalent. At this instant, we are all joyful to be graduating from high school and moving on with our lives. But I would like to center my speech around our feelings on the other side of the spectrum. One of these other feelings is our apprehensiveness of the future. Being the first class to graduate in the last decade of this century, we have many goals to strive for. Whether you are going to college, a trade school, or working, you will be a part of society. The only comfort we have in the real world is knowing what our parents and school have taught us is accurate. As this poem says, the future is in our hands. We cannot always know where roads will lead us, or know what we will find at journey's end. But if along our way we give our best to every day, we'll discover some new joy around each bend. Unfortunately, along with this anticipation and joy is sadness. Whether we are willing to admit it or not, friendship is a part of Tennent we will all miss. Some of us have been together for 13 short years. 13 years that have uncountable memories. Through these years, we have formed our own friends, and hopefully these friends are lifelong friends. But as we go on with our careers in life, chances are some of these friends will be lost. The same great friends who have matured with us and who have helped us through the roughest parts of our adolescent lives. Sometimes it is no one's fault when people grow apart, but the fault does lie with those who do not make an effort to get back together. For it is true, as the late Henry Ford said, "He is your best friend who brings out the best that is in you." As many of your parents, grandparents, or older relatives will tell you, our happiest days are over tonight. But as Mr. Castle said, keep good friends as a goal in life, not just materialistic goals like money and fame. And always remember our hallways black and white, because they gave us this chance, and hopefully each and every one of us took advantage of it. The years unfolding seem to go so fast, and suddenly you realize your childhood days are past. The hours you once filled with play become time spent in thought, a time when life's most valuable philosophies are taught. The future calls to you with hope for all the dreams it holds as you cross the threshold of tomorrow's golden door. So as I conclude my speech, I would like to thank all those who have been by our side as we first came in the doors of William Tennent High School, and now as we leave through those same doors for the very last time. As I finish with this short poem, keep in mind the thought of a good friend who has forever influenced your life. Take time to work. It is the price of success. Take time to think. It is the source of power. Take time to play. It is the secret of youth. Take time to read. It is the foundation of knowledge. Take time to help and enjoy friendship, for it is the source of happiness. Thank you very much, Tennent, for the great times, and the best of luck to the class of '89, 1990.
Tom Webster was a member of our academic decathlon team. In addition to being president of the class, he was also president, I believe, in 10th and 11th grade.
I'm really impressed with the poise and his command of English.
Yes.
You'd be very proud.
Very nice speech.
You have something to do with that?
The young man has the distinction of being the class president throughout the whole 3 years at William Tennent High School, so he has a long tenure to leave behind. Before we proceed, at this point, I want to just ask one last time. I know it was mentioned earlier before the ceremony began that as we present the diplomas this afternoon, we're going to ask, please, that you restrain from calling out or making noise during the individual presentations. We understand your joy and excitement at seeing a loved one receive a diploma. However, most of you know that we are live on television and we are videotaping, and when the yelling out occurs, often we have someone's name is obliterated from the soundtrack, and then memories are lost forever. So if you would please hold your applause and your excitement until everyone has received his and her diploma. I now call upon Mr. Harry Harhai, our superintendent of schools, for the presentation of the class of 1990. Mr. Harhai.
Mr. Harhai is completing his 5th year as superintendent of the Centennial School District. He was first principal of William
And
Tennent
now, class of 1990, the moment you've been waiting for. By the authority vested in me as superintendent of schools, I declare that the members of the class of 1990 here present have met the requirements for graduation. Therefore, I present the William Tennent High School class of 1990 to the Board of School Directors for the awarding of diplomas. Thank you.
Mr. Harhai has also served as deputy superintendent and was appointed superintendent of schools in 1985.
Joining Mr. Harhai will be the president of the board, Mrs. Jankowski. Is that correct?
Yes, Mrs. Joan Jankowski.
Mm-hmm. And her daughter is in the graduating class,
Yes,
I think,
well,
this year.
Yeah, she's had 2 children who've gone through Tennent. Daughter Joanna, who's entering her senior year at Amherst College, and her daughter Jean, who's graduating
In
with the
today's class, yes. I remember Joanna. And there'll be young people here serving as heralds These are the students from the junior class, is that correct?
No, these are both seniors. Catherine, Susan, Brandon. I believe they used to be the... Oh, I'm sorry, the Heralds, yes.
Yes, the Heralds,
yeah.
right? Aren't they
The announcers are the Heralds, and they are seniors. They are members of their class. The students with the batons are normally juniors, I believe.
I see.
Catherine Susan Brannon is one, and Mark Robert Schultes is the other. Take several minutes to set this up because we have each of the graduates walk across the stage, and many of them are quite nervous as they go up, and we have to clear the aisles and
Rachel
get them ready.
Acuna.
David M. Lennon.
Aileen A. Alas.
David Leopold.
Michael Alalunas.
Jennifer A. Lewis.
Joel Allen.
Robert S. Libor.
Raj R. Amin.
James Lieberman.
Michael Andrew.
Beth Linkow.
Sonia Anger.
Mark D. Little.
James D. Apesos.
Trevor Lorbear.
Howard T. Armstead.
Mark Loikitz.
Matthew M. Arner.
Andrew J. London.
Jean Ortega.
Greg Long.
Christopher Atkinson.
Scott G. Lovenstein.
Doug Augustin.
Gregory F. Luce.
Jeff Augustin.
Teresa Luce.
Matthew S. Austin.
G. Patton Lynch.
Deborah A. I.
Matthew J. Lynch.
Jennifer Beklicksky.
Brian W. Lyons.
Jeffrey M. Banowitz.
Laura A. Mackin.
Jim Barnes.
Stephanie L. McNeil.
Ann G. Barnett.
Kimberly A. Mahaffey.
Deborah A. Barsky.
Linda M. Maxim.
Charlene Day Batchelder.
Alex E. Maldonado.
William Bosso.
Millie Maldonado.
Dennis Becta.
Linda Molinsky.
Bradford John Beck.
Michael Malafy.
Tammy Bedford.
Joseph Marjoram.
Anita Belisario.
Natalie Marjoram.
Robert Benavides.
Gregory D. Marhefka.
Paul Bernstein.
Wayne Markovich.
Dana Bethia.
Jennifer H. Marley.
Lori R. Balicki.
Andrea L. Marshall.
Tracy H. Burke.
William Marks.
Derek Blauvelt.
Lisa Masella.
Rich Bova.
Robert C. Masters II.
Kelly Bowen.
Brian D. Mattern.
Colleen M. Boyle.
Teresa L. Maurer.
Michael Boyle.
Shannon Moyer.
Dina Marie Brackman.
Jennifer L. Merzak.
Corey A. Braithwaite.
Danielle McAllister.
Eric Brustein.
Keith McCarthy.
Donald Brindisi.
Lisa Marie McLean.
Carly Britch.
James McDermott.
David Bromley.
Lois Ann McFadden.
Deborah Ann Brown.
Kara Lynn McGaffin.
Glenn Brown.
Brian Edward McGrath.
Sharon Breyer.
Anne Marie McHugh.
Anne Marie Bubeck.
Michael J. McKenna.
Cindy Burkhart.
Kevin M. McKenney.
Walter Brodzinski.
Jillian Meininger.
Jeremy P. Bushnell.
Ann Minicelli.
Stephen E. Bussinger.
Paula R. Messimer.
Nicole Butler.
Sharon A. Messina.
Casey Byrne.
Diana McNevich.
Jody Baruch.
Carolyn E. Miller.
Michael Calladine.
Daniel Miller.
Colette M. Candy.
Pamela A. Miller.
Kathleen M. Cannon.
Shauna L. Miller.
Christy L. Carruthers.
James A. Milligan.
Cale Carver.
Marilyn Mobley.
Chris Cassidy.
Lisa Marie Moen.
Stephanie Castilla.
Harvey Moody.
Timothy Calm.
Patrick Morrow.
Jennifer Sokola.
Bettina M. Mosby.
Tom Sowensky.
Jill Maria Moroz.
Vincent Chadrow.
Michelle L. Molyneux.
Dana Christ.
Karen D. Murphy.
Nicole Chrisman.
Stephen M. Murphy.
Jay Claus.
Jason Munchnick.
Stephen Cleff.
Christopher A. Nagel.
Brenda Clifford.
Vincent Nelson.
Patrick W. Cody.
Tara Newell.
Dave Cohen.
Stacy Brooke Nitsky.
Jennifer Call.
Aaron B. O'Brien.
Christina J. Collison.
Michael J. O'Brien.
Todd Comer.
Joseph V. O'Donnell.
Jennifer Corley.
Susan Elizabeth Oderman.
T. Kevin Cornish.
Alberto O'Farrell.
Kelly Cordine.
Carmen O'Farrell.
Jeannie Lynn Costello.
William Joseph O'Neill.
Susan Ann Coyle.
Julie Openshaw.
Rich Craggs.
Christopher Orr.
Angel Lewis Crespo.
Jennifer Orhowski.
Brian Crognell.
Laura J. Orr.
Kevin Crowley.
Lysandra Otero.
Stacy Cummings.
Laura L. Overberger.
Kelly Cunane.
Brandy L. Owens.
Lynn Daggett.
David S. Parhat.
Christy Ann Darling.
Kimberly J. Parker.
Kevin C. Davidson.
Bhavik R. Patel.
Jennifer Delahutt.
Manita Patel.
Donald DePaulo.
Rejma Y. Patel.
Lawrence Deragopian.
Annie M. Pathisaril.
Karen Deutsch.
Varghese M. Pathisaril.
Richard DeBiez.
Robert Pence.
Deborah DeCara.
Howard Perks.
Louis Diva.
Christine Perks.
Janine DePietro.
Lisa A. Perone.
Peter DePietro.
Anthony Scott Petronio.
Michael John DePompeo.
Carl E. Pfeiffer.
Kelly Diven.
Dennis James Pearson.
Neil P. Donlevy.
Stephen A. Pinty.
Lisa Doherty.
Craig A. Paroli.
Kathy Douglas.
Melissa M. Petoniak,
Barbara Downing,
Paul Piankin,
Jessica N. Drexler,
Rebecca L. Pletcher,
Mary E. Driscoll,
Christopher G. Promeza,
Wendy Renee Ebers,
Jamie Prendergast,
Tracy Jean Ebling-Naracy,
Stacy E. Promish,
Michael David Eckel,
Andrew Race,
Rebecca J. Eddowes,
Sharon Ramsey,
Janine Elevin,
Christine Raudenbush,
Frank Ersham,
Jennifer Redding,
Brenda Eisenhower,
Ingrid Reck,
Michelle Ernsberger,
Joseph Redfield,
Noemi Espinosa,
Kimberly Redner,
Yvette Estrada,
Josette Reese,
Lisa Finelli,
Kevin Reich,
Kyle Burnside,
John Riley,
Amy Federko,
Janet M. Reingruber,
Brian Feeney,
Cynthia A. Reinhardt,
Jennifer Phineas,
Vaughn Ricka,
J. Brett Fender,
Stuart Richmond,
Scott Furl,
Bonnie Reister,
Mark Fertig,
Joy Reister,
Jennifer Finn,
Michelle Y. Rodemarel,
Jonathan Finnegan,
Tracy L. Rodriguez,
Michelle Ann Fisher,
Nicole L. Romanis,
Kelly Ann Fitzpatrick,
Elizabeth Roquet,
Joseph Flaherty,
Louis D. Roquet,
Andrew Scott Flav,
Christopher Rosecrans,
Theodore Foskey,
Lisa Rubin,
Jeffrey Frame,
George Roosh,
Carol Franco,
Louis A. Ruiz,
Robert Freed,
Jason S. Ruth,
Nikki Freeland,
Melissa Salmon,
Catherine Gable,
Patricia M. Sammer,
Danielle Gallo,
Sam Sanka,
Michael Gambali,
Anna Marie B. Sarna,
George Gares,
Todd Scheid,
Elizabeth Gartner,
Cora M. Shapani,
Daniel Gaughan,
Trina Schleier,
Mark G.,
Lori L. Schrader,
Alicia Gearing,
Dawn Shoup,
Heather Gilhooly,
John Schwanholt,
Holly S. Ginsberg,
Maria Scribolito,
Lance Ginsberg,
Evan Daniel Settle,
James Glass,
Anne Marie Safridis,
Joseph Glass,
Joseph Shagan,
Christine Glatt,
Rima Shah,
Leonard Glazer,
Tamara M. Sharkey,
Damian Godshaw,
Allison Shaw,
Lynn Gore,
Laura A. Sheldon,
Jeffrey Grable,
Leonard Shepard,
Marie Graham,
Eric J. Shutter,
Andrea Grazioso,
Michelle M. Sikora,
Nina Green,
Michelle Simpson,
Paul Gregg,
Brandon Singer,
Kim Giles,
Tammy M. Skokie,
Donna L. Hahn,
Kelly Ann Sleater,
Wendy J. Hammond,
Dana M. Smith,
Anika R. Hawkins,
Denise R. Smith,
John D. Heap,
Sherry L. Smith,
William E. Heap,
Melissa B. Spector,
Darian Hefner,
Mark Spungen,
Michelle Helm,
Janine Lynn Stabilito,
Richard Heppard,
Daniel Stalley,
Heidi S. Hertfelder,
Rodney Stahl,
Stefan Hess,
David Staller,
Dina Hetzelson,
Troy L. Stambaugh,
Michael Hutchin,
Christopher Stanish,
Mark Hewitt,
Charles John Stein.
Imogen Hillebrand.
Leslie N. Stein.
Cherie Lynn Hines.
Roberta Diane Steinberg.
Andrea Hofflick.
Lynn A. Stewart.
Craig Holtzman.
Robin Jane Stewart.
Richard Hans.
Thomas E. Stewart.
Dawn Hopewell.
Cynthia D. Sticker.
Catherine Hopkins.
John R. Stives Jr.
Kimberly Hortillosa.
Sharon B. Straka.
Rory Hoxie.
William H. Strobel.
Christopher Hubler.
Troy C. Suplee.
Jennifer Hughes.
Kevin W. Swanson.
Jennifer Hussey.
Linda M. Schwartz.
Daniel A. Hutta.
Suzanne R. Swarin.
Thomas Illigan.
Matthew B. Tarlecki.
Jennifer L. Ingerto.
Matthew Tendler.
Ralph Jane.
Stanley S. Terabecki.
Ron James.
Michael J. Tim.
Elizabeth Ann Jamison.
Craig A. Thomas.
Jean Marie Jankowski.
Richard Harry Thomas.
Cynthia Elise J.
Brian J. Thompson.
Candida Jimenez.
Joseph Thompson.
Ken Johnson.
Frank D. Tinsley.
Elise Jones.
Jennifer S. Tompkins.
Mike Jones.
Jennifer Lee Tracy.
Christopher Joy.
Beth Ann Twining.
Rosa Jarby.
Richard Underkoffler.
P. Scott Justo.
Matthew William Vance.
Sabina Keich.
James W. Van Loon.
Sharon Kaplan.
Nicole D. Velios.
Jamie Karpowicz.
Nancy R. Verderami.
Kelly Ann Kiba.
Karen L. Vogel.
Dale T. Ketty.
James F. Vogel.
John Keebler.
Wendy Vollmer.
James Kiesler.
Keith Baum.
Danielle Kegelman.
Suzanne D. Waldman.
Jonathan Kaler.
R.J. Walker.
Anthony Kuiper.
Elizabeth Walsh.
Colleen Kelly.
Meredith Walsh.
Charles Kerper.
Lucinda R. Walton.
Stephen Kaiser.
Christopher Ward.
Annette Kiefer.
Lori A. Warnick.
Mark Kajeski.
Daniel S. Warren.
Stephen Killian.
Brian Waterman.
Jamie Kirby.
Jonathan Webb.
Cynthia L. Kleimenhagen.
Sharon L. Webb.
Kimberly Klotz.
Sharon J. Widener.
Amy Kalenko.
Adam Weissman.
Catherine A. Kolajachuk.
Meredith L. White.
Jamie Krohn.
Christopher Williams.
Hillary Falwell Kruger.
Deborah L. Williams.
Chet Kruchevsky.
Joseph M. Williams.
Kimberly Culp.
Moira Williams.
Lauren Custer.
Angela M. Willits.
David Lafferty.
Jeffrey A. Wiseman.
Mike Lang.
Nicole Christie Wolfgang.
Amanda Leary.
Robert M. Walk.
David Lee Bourgeois.
Penny Yardumian.
Waleska Lebrun.
John D. Yeager.
Kevin Leckerman.
David B. Zelikoff.
Margaret Lemro.
Stacy A. Ziegler. Melissa B. Zeitz. Nicole R. Zingarelli. Stephen J. Zug. Laura Sherlock. Michelle Rodarmo.
Rebecca Lee Drummond, Senior Class Secretary.
Jason Sean Garber, Senior Class Vice President.
Carolyn Hope Lang, Senior Class Treasurer.
Anne-Marie F. Lukens, Senior Class Vice President.
Diane Smulling, Senior Class Secretary.
Thomas J. Webster, Senior Class President.
Andrew Glenn Weintraub, Student Council President.
Catherine S. Brannon.
Mark Robert Schultes.
All right, now,
Diplomas at the very end with the hands. Mr. Castle again applauding the class of 1990.
I thank you most heartily for your cooperation and your restraint, and generations of people who will enjoy that videotape will appreciate your cooperation and restraint as well. At this time, I would like to introduce to you Mrs. Joan Jankowski, the President of the Centennial Board of School Directors, who would like to offer congratulations to the graduates. Mrs. Jankowski.
And again, Mrs. Jankowski has a daughter graduating with us today, Jean.
Good afternoon, and I'd like to offer a warm welcome to the family and friends of the class of 1990, and also to offer my personal congratulations to each of you. It is always a pleasure for board members to attend ceremonies which celebrate the accomplishments of Centennial students. However, I admit to you freely that being here with you today to celebrate your graduation from William Tennent High School is especially gratifying to us. I would like to thank the many people who, in my opinion, made it possible for us to share your special day with you. First, to your parents and guardians, thank you for entrusting the education of your child to the care of the Centennial School District. Next, to the entire Centennial staff, thank you for making their trust in us warranted. And lastly, but most importantly, to you, the members of the class of 1990 from William Tennent High School. Thank you for working so hard and so long to earn your diploma. We are very proud of you. On behalf of the Board of School Directors, I wish each of you a future that is filled with continued learning. In closing, I would like to leave you with a thought from a commencement speech given by Alan Alda at his daughter's graduation ceremony. I believe that he captured the significance of this occasion, especially for parents and guardians, when he closed his remarks by saying, "Goodbye, my child. Hello, my friend. Good luck and take care."
Would you also please note that she came dressed in your school colors? Now, Class President Thomas Webster will lead the graduates as they remain seated in the traditional turning of the tassels.
Well, now it's time to make it really official. So on the count of 3, everyone turn your tassels from the right to the left. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I don't know if that makes it official or not, but it's certainly a tradition that
In
goes
their
back
minds, it does. They look so pleased with themselves, don't they? And they should be. It's a good class.
The choir, under the leadership of Dr. Lucy Carroll, will now offer to you, the class of 1990, a musical blessing.
The song
As a
saying goodbye is an
tradition. The members of the choir who are seniors will join for their last appearance with the choir.
new song the choir's been rehearsing.
You've heard of video alerts. This is a tissue alert.
This piece was written by Mary Donnelly, and it's a brand new piece. Dr. Carroll was telling me they've been learning it recently.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a tear in Mr. Castle's eye.
Yeah.
He's he's very sentimental. Here are the many references to friends in the speeches that we've heard today.
William Tennent High School Choir.
Saying goodbye means looking toward the future, knowing that we will soon be on our way. But as time goes by and the years begin to fly, we'll treasure all the joy we had today, saying goodbye. Saying goodbye means turning toward tomorrow, leaving behind the things of yesterday. But the friends who care and the memories we share mean too much just to let them drift away, saying goodbye. All the wonderful moments we have known before, we will keep within our hearts to live forevermore. Maybe the road before us is uncertain. Maybe we don't know where our fortunes lie. But tomorrow brings the chance to try our wings, and soon the time will come for us to fly, saying goodbye, saying goodbye, saying
Must be difficult to sing while you're choking back the tears.
We saw some of them that they couldn't sing at all. Oh my, look at this. Oh, that's sweet.
Would you please, where's my phone?
There you
Please
go.
join the class. Rise, please. And join us in the singing of the William Tennent High School alma mater. If you don't know the words, they're in your program. Please sing along.
The alma mater, the music for the alma mater was written in the 50s, I think, by Mrs. Trezza, right?
I think so, yes. And Kathy Sinkler wrote the words. She was a student at that time. She's a teacher in the district, I think.